Hi, it's Susan here from Papercraft Studio on all socials and Creator Collective. I'm so excited to be guest designing for the 12 by 12 cardstock shop today. And so I've just chosen some different colors from the Encore paper collection, and this is textured cardstock, and it's 80-pound cardstock and it's solid core. So I wanted to share that because I am very picky, and so I love solid core cardstock. I like when I cut it that the edges are all the same color as the paper. So I've gone ahead and die cut out several of my pieces. Now we'll go back and cut a few more out later. And then I've also used my cameo silhouette to cut out that little fragile sentiment. And then I have die cut out the lattice scalloped rectangle as well as the fancy scalloped circle. So as I'm putting my flowers together, I just want to let you know what colors I'm using. So the larger pink flower is Rosy Cheeks, and then for this one of the parts of the center, I'm using Blue Jeans, and then for the top of the center, I am using Rose Topaz. Now for my next flowers, the yellow flowers, I am using Honey Bear for those, and then for the centers, I'm also using the Blue Jean. Now for the greenery, I am using Cactus, and so this die comes with the leaves that go onto the stems. And so what I have done is used all the same color, the cactus, because I didn't want to introduce too many colors to this card. I kind of had a vision in mind when I got started, and so I decided just to use the cactus for these. And so you could, though, if you were creating this card, if you wanted to add a lighter green for the leaves or a darker green, but I kind of wanted to keep it kind of neutral. I didn't want those leaves to be popping out too much. They're kind of just supposed to be in the background. And then for my birthday sentiment, I did use the Blue Jean as well. So next I have a piece of the Blue Jean cardstock, and what I've done is I've just cut that down to fit on the inside of my lattice piece on the back so that you don't see it hanging over any of the edges. So you can see the lattice piece kind of has a border before the scallops, and so what I'm going to do is just add a little glue to the edge there and across the lattice pieces, and then I'll attach it to the Blue Jean cardstock. But I'm going to spare you all that because it takes quite a while to add glue to this lattice piece. I absolutely love this die, but it does take a while to add glue. Some cardstocks you really need to add 2 layers of this lattice so that it's sturdy enough, but I did not for this cardstock. I just used 1 piece. So once I have that added, I'm going to move on to my card base. So for my card base, I'm using the Rosy Cheeks again. And what I've done this time is I've cut it down to 4 1/4 by 11. And so what I want to do is I want to score on the 11-inch side. I want to score at 5 1/2. And then I'm going to score again at 8 1/4. And so this is the part that's going to make this an easel card. Once I have it scored, I'm just going to fold my card base in half like you normally do. And then for that second score line, we want to fold it down and in towards the inside of the card so that you make your easel. And so I really love creating easel cards, especially for someone who loves for you to send them cards and they love displaying the cards. An easel card is a great way for them to display the card that you sent them. So here is the happy birthday sentiment. Now I did put this paper to the test because I decided that I wanted to create a sentiment on my silhouette cameo, and then when I found the font that I wanted to use, it was super thin, and I probably should have fattened it up a little bit, but I decided to go with this thin font for my card because I really liked it. And so it is very fragile, so you have to be very careful with it when you're gluing it down because in order to get all the letters lined up. Now I've gone ahead and cut out a piece of Flamingo for the inside of my card, and I did cut that around 3 3/4 by approximately about 5 inches. And the reason I cut it a little smaller is I wanted a bit more of that Rosy Cheeks border around it. And so I will come back later and either stamp a sentiment on the inside or write a note to the recipient. But now I'm going to go ahead and work on the front of my card. So I'm just going to attach the scalloped circle to the kind of towards the top of my lattice piece, and then I have gone ahead and laid out all of the flowers to see how I want those, and then I took a picture with my iPad, and so then once I come back and add the flowers, I'm looking at the picture and adding them as I pay attention to the photo that I took so that I get the flowers where I want them. So for the first set of flowers, they kind of have an angle to them that's perfect to go around the circle. So I just glue those down. But for this little greenery, I'm going to add a little bend to it because I want it to kind of have the same curve as the flowers on the right-hand side. So I'm just adding a little bit of a bend to it and then attaching it to my card front. And so where the stem is so thin, you can adjust it a bit and put that little angle in it. And this is an extra flower that I cut out off camera. I decided once I was laying everything out that this card needed more flowers on it. So I've gone ahead and cut out a few more flowers to add. So you can see here, this is the one we created together. And then I've gone ahead and cut out some more flowers out of the blue jean and then added the honey bear to the center of those. And then I'm adding 2 of those at the bottom. And then I'm just going to add the last one at the top. I like doing things in 3s. So I decided I wanted 3 of these flowers on there. So I'm just going to add this last little flower to the top of my scalloped circle. And now we want to add the card front to the front of our card base. So you only want to add glue where it's going to attach below the score line that we put on the front of our easel card. So I'm just going to add enough glue on the back of my card front so that I can attach it to the bottom half of my card base. Because if you add the glue to the whole thing, then your card is not going to stand up like an easel. So that's what's very important with the easel card, is just be sure to add glue at the bottom only. Now you could add it to the easel part or you could add it to the back of your card front. I added it to the back of my card front because of those scalloped circles with the holes in it. I was afraid that I would get glue coming through those. So you can see here our card can now stand up because it's loose from the top of the card base. So now to help this easel card stand up, I've just created stamped another little sentiment that says thankful for you to add to the bottom of the card. And so for this one, I'm just going to center it up down at the bottom. And I did frame it out with the blue jean. And I'm just going to add that to the bottom of my card base. Just going to center it up there. I'm trying to have about the same amount on both sides and the bottom. And I did pop that up with a little bit of foam tape, and that helps the card to stand up. And so I have a recipient in mind for this, and I am very thankful for that person in my life. So I thought it would be nice to put that as the little stopper for our easel. So I hope that you have been inspired today to get out your cardstock and create something. And I hope that you have enjoyed seeing me put this card together. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the 12x12 Cardstock Shop channel. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.